I'm not on wrap up these days very much anymore. I do want to talk about the Cup race a little bit. A lot of history made this weekend. Bubba Wallace, I mean, we talked about lane race tonight, the most impressive win of his career. This is, I think, easily Bubba Wallace's most impressive win of his career at the Cup Series level at the very least. To kind of be in the driver's seat, I know Kyle Larson was closing a little bit there towards the end, but to then have the caution come out for that rain shower and have to sit through that rain delay knowing that it only clipped a part of a track. We're probably going to get this race restarted. And then to go through the first overtime restart, hold off Kyle Larson, a driver who's considered by many to be one of the best in the world at what he does. And then to have one of your Toyota teammates get involved in an incident, Christopher Bell, bring out the caution once again, and to do it on a second overtime restart, hit all his marks, and come away with the win in, I made this joke last night, the Brickyard 420, I guess, with how many miles we ran in overtime. But to do 20 extra miles running low on fuel, I mean, the amount of pressure that he must have been under to close that win out, I think certainly, again, say what you will about overtime. I certainly have my feelings and my opinions, but I think the driver that won the Brickyard 400 ultimately won the Brickyard fill in the blank here anyway, and I appreciate that. And kudos to Bubba Wallace for picking up that win, the third of his career, breaking I think 100 race.
100, yeah. Well, it's zero now.
Yeah, it's zero now, as he said in his post-race interview. And again, I know he's saying, what are they going to say now? His haters and detractors, I think, having a pretty rough Monday morning here.
I hope he can finally put that to rest. I hope this would be the weekend where that side of his personality can take a breath.
Yeah.
I mean, just relax.
All of him taking a breath. I think that's
exactly.
And you saw the emotions in his post-race interview. And I want to say this as well. Because Bubba Wallace was the driver that kind of set the precedent for the right rear hook, right? With what happened with Kyle Larson in that race a few years ago. Look at how many drivers had their hand out the window cheering for him, and what was the reaction like? I mean, again, there was certainly the reaction. Forget that crowd. That crowd is not even worth, a mention here. We've already talked about them too much already. The true fans of our sport, the fans that have known Bubba Wallace from when he was still Darrell Wallace Jr. on the broadcast. You've seen him come up through K&N, come up through trucks, through Xfinity, now in Cup, now with Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin in 2311. Everything that 2311 is going through right now. I mean, just to see how happy everybody was for him. I think that there maybe is a path for Austin Hill, depending on how he reacts to whatever's going to happen in the aftermath of this, to maybe get to that point. It's going to take a lot of work, but Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson, I think, are good now. You never forget something like that, but Kyle was it. Kyle finished second, and he was able to take it in stride and congratulate Bubba for what he did, and I think that's beautiful. So I think, again, that's the path that I would like to see Austin Hill follow, and
absolutely, the redemption arc is my favorite. I hope that for all of these characters.
Yes. So again, that I think is the obvious shining moment, history-making moment that came out of this weekend. It's a crown jewel win for Bubba as well. I mean, just so massive for that driver and for that team, but also Katherine Legge. I mean, I was saying on the Women in Motorsports show, given the car that she is in, the experience that she has, or lack of experience really in certainly a Cup car, but even in stock car racing, that I think a top 25 would be a really solid day, no matter what track she is at. Just keep the car in one piece, bring it home cleanly, and if there's a lot of attrition, maybe a top 25. She was 17th at the Brickyard 400. That's better than any Cup race she's run. That's better than any Indianapolis 500 she's run. That is better than the last car on the lead lap. And if I understand it right, I think her cool suit also failed towards the end of the race. I mean, just an incredible drive from her, given everything that she's had to go through this year. The controversy after the Phoenix debut and, what happened at Rockingham in the Xfinity race. And I know it's unfortunate what happened to her in the Xfinity series. I saw her on pit road there towards the end. Wasn't able to finish that one, but certainly more than made up for it in the Cup race yesterday. So well done to her. That is another shining moment without a doubt.